This episode is sponsored by Helping Hand. Helping Hand is a nonprofit based in Countryside, Illinois that supports more than 700 kids and adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities. At Helping Hand, they believe that when perceptions begin to change, a more welcoming and equally valued community is created. Hi, everyone. I'm here with Lucy, currently a college student, but she got her start with Helping Hand as a marketing intern this past summer. And now she's helping launch something exciting this fall. Hey, Lucy.
Hey, Michelle. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm really excited to talk about Helping Hand and share with you what's coming next.
I cannot wait to hear about this. Lucy, tell us about your experience.
Oh, absolutely. It was such a cool and eye-opening experience. I helped with community events, worked on creative projects, and even spent time getting to know some of the amazing clients at Helping Hand. This experience has left such an amazing, lasting impression, and now I'm proud to be a part of launching NextGen, an exciting new initiative empowering young adults to take the lead.
Well, look at you taking the lead. I think I might know a couple of high schoolers who might want in on this. Tell us more about NextGen and its mission.
Yeah, NextGen is a leadership group for students ages 16 to 22 who want to give back, get involved with the community, and enhance their college resume. We're just getting started, but here's the plan. We'll meet and plan monthly, host a fun, inclusive event every fourth Thursday of the month, and we'll work on spreading the word about Helping Hand's mission and its efforts to transform the lives of those we serve. There will also be chances to volunteer at Helping Hand's bigger special events. It's purposeful, it's creative, and you'll get to work alongside other young adults who care about making a difference.
So, listener, if you know a young adult who might be looking to make a difference in their community or perhaps enhance their college resume, well, look no further because Helping Hand NextGen Leadership Group is an incredible way to get involved and lead with heart.
I absolutely agree. I'm so excited to stay involved from college because Helping Hand has really made an impact on me. And if you're looking for a way to grow, lead, and give back, this is it.
For more information, follow Helping Hand on Instagram at helpinghandil or check them out online at helpinghand-il.org.
All right. Finally got the show on the road.
Yep. It'll take less time
as we go. I'm just making sure we're recording.
Yeah.
Everything good, fellas?
Yeah, we're in.
We're rolling.
Woohoo! We did it. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I can let these sweaties dissipate. I'm a little sweaty.
You have
I've got a little Mountain Dew.
Baloney pits?
I do not get baloney. I used to sweat so bad when I was young, and I would get really all my white t-shirts,
sweat glands, yellow stains.
Yellow pits.
Awesome. And we didn't really have there wasn't like a consistent laundry situation.
No one helped me out. I just
set.
And they literally would get like yellow brown.
Yeah.
Only like through puberty, this was bad.
I think maybe our glands do we have overactive sweat glands as we're stretching out or something? I just remember a lot of my friends during that time. I had a couple of friends. One would put tissue under her pits.
Yeah.
We called them baloney pits because
I used to. It's bringing me back how bad I used to sweat. Now my new problem is that I still sweat because I'm a human being, but I buy a lot of vintage clothes.
And
it really amplifies the stink.
The breathable threads didn't come into play until later.
Well, because what I'm doing is I'm stinking on top of somebody else's stink.
Sick. And that's why I just go and throw money into a fire at the regular big box shops and get the fresh outfit.
And well, with that being said, welcome to my front room and to Cozy. We should just rename the podcast. Cozy. No, just like front room Cozies.
I'm actually not here for that because we can't.
The amount of rebranding we have done, no more.
I mean, Lauren, we made fucking mic flags.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay? You're right.
Like, unless you want to put like a little sticker here,
a little front room.
We're not doing it.
People really resonated, or the front room really resonated with our Chicago folks, our local folks. So
everybody else felt left out. Because they have no.
It's too bad for them.
What it means.
Wait, Michelle, before we get started, I think it is time to read our review. We got a kick-ass review via Spotify. Okay, so listener, the horizons have expanded.
Yeah.
It doesn't just have to be on Apple Podcasts. So be more like Anna. Listen, Anna Dalmacchio. I like Dalmacchio.
You know what? The thing is you would think we would know how to pronounce these names.
This is very Italian.
But we're still confused. So here we go, you guys. This is from Anna Dalmacchio via the Spotify comments, which you guys, friends, please talk to us on Spotify. That's unacceptable. Here we go. All right. Anna says, absolutely obsessed with you both.
I love that.
I always mean to leave a comment, but forget. This podcast is everything to me. 2025 started off horrible and scary, and I swear this podcast made me feel seen, heard, and validated. It truly brought me the safe and cozy feeling I was seeking for this phase of life. Thank you for your amazing content and for being such real and kind humans. We need more of this in the world.
This is what I like to do. I do like a half-ass thumbs up.
Well, I want to say I agree.
All right, Michelle. Speaking of gums, oh, good. Oh my God, you almost set it on fire. But we would have just attributed that to the spell casting. It would have been the spell casting. Zzz. Okay, let's go into our taste test because I feel that you're in my French room.
Yeah.
And the thing that I love about being sisters and being co-hosts is that we always try to feed one another, offer each other drinks. And I felt like if you're coming into my home for a cozy convo, I wanted to give you something. It's a very odd snack, but I saw it because I love pickles. Do you like pickles?
I like to eat pickles. I've already taken issue to this beverage.
So this is a pickle kombucha, and I love kombucha. Now, you don't really like kombucha.
No, I'm not going to lie. It's the last thing. I would take it if there was nothing else on the shelf.
Well, I figured that since you're not drinking right now, you've given up the booze.
Yeah.
I thought kombucha, and kombucha is a really lovely way. If you're with a bunch of people and you go whatever, like a bottle of kombucha. So I got this for you.
Is there any chance I can catch a buzz if I drink a lot of that?
I don't know if you can. They say, there is. Oh, here we go. So here's the thing. I found this ad. It's just at Whole Foods Market.
You're not supposed to shake that, right?
I know, but there's a lot of what is it? Sediment? What's that word at the bottom?
That sediment? We'll get to it.
It smells really good.
Does it?
Okay, so I'm going to pour you some here.
Okay, oh.
Don't take a sip yet.
Oh my God. See, am I shaking? Because I'm not drinking anymore. So I've lost the shakes. I'm just kidding. I'm not a big alky.
Did not have a drink. We make that joke all the time.
Okay.
Okay, let's just keep that there. Let's cheers. Cheers to new beginnings.
Yeah, this is one for me.
Okay. What do you think?
Tastes like sparkling pickle juice.
It does taste like sparkling pickle juice. I'm kind of into it.
When we were in high school, we used to go to my friend's house, and the only thing she had in her, it's not horrible. I've had worse. It's honestly tastes like an effervescent pickle juice.
Like pickle juice gone bad.
When we were teens, we used to say that a pickle a day kept the smelly pussy away.
Okay. I'm just confused on who had the smelly. That's the vaginas get such a bad rap. Why are we saying that vaginas are smelly? They're beautiful. But wait,
this is actually not.
The good news is your pussy's not going to smell anymore.
Smells great. Great.
We've gone off the rails. I like it. And to accompany the pickle juice, I got us some. Do you know this brand, Siete?
Oh yeah.
It's I think it's not. I don't know. It's not. I don't know what it is. But we're gonna try it. It's Serrano sea salt with vinegar. Have a chips. Tell me what you think.
Body of Christ.
A lot of vinegar. Very vinegary. No hints of Serrano. A little bit.
There's a little back end heat at the back. It's not overpowering. It's definitely more vinegary than it is.
Very salty, but not bad. Oh, there is that Serrano heat. I don't hate it. And honestly, they do pair quite nicely.
I think this is a good combo.
Thank you.
It's one that I'd never offer you in my home.
But it's odd, isn't it? I'm sorry that I did that.
No,
but I think it's kind of, I would buy this one again. I would 100% buy this kombucha. I'm a huge fan of kombucha.
Now, do you drink it for the flavor, or is this because you know that it's great for gut health?
Gut health.
You're like, I want to have something to drink that isn't just water. Let's have a kombucha.
Yeah.
Kombucha.
Or kombucha. No, totally. I like it for all of the above. And I don't drink a lot of soda. So when I do want a flavored effervescent, this is what I would go to. I've never done pickle. That's neat. I like it. I'm here for it.
All right. Well, thank you.
You're so welcome. I'm so happy that you tried it. Thank you for being open to it. Okay. So let's move into something that happened over the past, month or whatever that, by the time we're talking about it, it's been about a week old, but that's okay. The mysterious case of whose ball is it? Okay. So you saw the woman who basically what happened, this was a Marlins versus Phillies
Yep.
game, Major League Baseball.
Mhm.
And what happened is what usually happens. We got a grand slam,
Out into the
or I don't know if it was a grand slam home run, with just the
it
ball
went out of the ballpark.
went out of the
It went
ballpark
fair game.
and into the audience.
Yep.
Yes. And what happened was everyone scuffled around. A dad ran over from a few seats over, grabbed the ball, brought it back. It was his son's. They were celebrating his 10th birthday.
Okay.
He was really excited, gave the ball to the kid, and then wrapped his arms around him. Why?
I thought, just keep going.
Okay.
Because I'm like, here's me. I don't believe any, well, maybe I do because you've said
Not
that
me.
I'd be taken into a cult
I know,
easily.
sometimes.
But I'm like, was it his 10th birthday? How many times have you gone to like the Japanese, what's it
What,
called?
like
Hibachi,
benihadas? Okay.
just to tell them it's your birthday and they'll come by and sing to you.
It was his birthday.
Okay.
It was his birthday. From all accounts and
Okay,
sources,
birth
it
certificate
was
of
his
this. You
10th
took the
birthday.
seat. Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
And so what happened was then a woman who everyone is called like now Philly's Karen or
Philly's
baseball,
But
baseball
her
Karen.
name is not Karen.
No,
Okay.
they're just calling. Everyone's like, she wants to speak to the baseball manager. Like there's those jokes are going around. She came over really intense, somewhat violently, grabbed the guy, which I think is the first mark against her.
While he was in a loving embrace with his 10-year-old.
She grabbed him, which I think is really strange.
Okay.
Like what do you keep your hands? That's like the first, X towards her. The dad got startled. He put his arms up almost like in a sense of self-defense or like, well, right. Like, why is someone grabbing him? Right. I would be frightened too if this crazy woman came over. So she came over and then there was another camera angle. Basically what happened was these two, there was a little verbal scuffle. The dad was pointing, she was pointing, these are my seats. And then eventually he took the ball from the boy and gave it to her and she went away with her ball.
Okay.
My first question is, what the fuck are we doing right now?
Fighting over balls.
What are we doing here?
Well, we're solving first world problems.
I mean,
here.
first world. I mean, it's so ridiculous. So she goes over there, but then there's this other camera angle that, of course, is. And here's another thing: if you're going to be an asshole, you're never going to get away with it anymore because it's all. Oh, and people's lives get ruined.
What was his name?
And that's another thing.
Poor
People.
guy.
I mean, like the other thing is like people are like, let's ruin her life. I'm like, is this life ruining worth? Like, it's not. You're an asshole, but like, you shouldn't lose your job.
Yeah, how
over
about
this.
get a life?
You're just an asshole.
Get a life. Okay.
For who?
The
lady?
life ruiner.
Yeah, I don't get it. Let's cancel her. I'm like,
get a life.
it's not like she killed. I mean, I've got a lot of other people on my list of lives to ruin.
Oh, we
and
know.
His name's Donald Trump.
Yep. You heard
okay,
it
that's it. The only life worth ruining right now. I mean, that we should all be on a campaign, but no, we want to ruin baseball Karen's life. Whatever. Yeah. So they have this scuffle. The dad gives it back. And I just want you guys all to know that I did a little research here.
Oh.
And according to the Major League Baseball rules regarding spectator interference, once a ball crosses into the stands, where it's known as no man's land, love it, it belongs to whomever retrieves it. So even if dad runs over 4 or 5 seats
and snags it out of Karen's hand,
that she should have held on. It's on them.
She should have death gripped that tighter.
Yep, she should have. So I just find it so interesting that we're at this place right now. First of all, that we're fighting over baseballs.
Well, we've lost it.
I mean,
we've lost all sense.
Talk about having joy in the simple things.
Toodaloo.
Like let him. And what grown ass woman goes over there,
takes the ball
and
from
takes
the
ball from a child? I mean, I can see if she wants to get in a fight with a grown man, go for it. Whose kids aren't there? Like if you're that crazy, okay, but takes it from a child. Yeah. But I wanted to say I follow a really wonderful, uplifting Instagram handle called like Good News Only or Tank's Good News.
Yeah. I love Tank's Good News.
And there's some really, and that individual in charge of that handle will put out really beautiful things of like people winning something or like catching a hat or whatever and then giving it to the person next to them. So I think we need to maybe
we need those reminders so we still feel the humanity exists and good faith humans and that because those moments there, that just kind of like a downer.
Yeah. And there was another one. Did you see I think it was a Polish CEO or French CEO. I don't know. He took a hat or something, signed hat from like a tennis player from a kid, ripped it from a kid's hands.
That was
weird.
That guy. And then
he
deserves to get egged.
He should get egged. And then he posted even his sorry, not sorry later was like first come, first serve. It was kind of one of those like finders, keepers, losers, weepers, but I took it from a kid's.
But stole it out of little Johnny's hand or whatever.
Yeah.
loser.
But I will say, I do love how the teams and the players and all these individuals kind of rally PU.
I just needed a sip.
It's so good. I love it.
Yeah.
How these teams and organizations make up for the assholes. So that is also good news. Like, I think the Phillies awarded this kid with like a signed baseball.
He came out.
Like honestly, if you do like you kind of win. If someone takes something
If
for
you
you,
lose on screen,
yeah, you're winning in the
gonna
back.
win in the back.
Yeah, which I'm
Around the
kind of here for that.
Thanks to those guys for
Well,
making it wrong or right.
well, here's what's going on too, and like either way, I'm hearing you. Well, not really. It's weird. We usually record our conversations in our ears, and it is. How are you adjusting to not hearing me?
I'm just happy that I can hear still.
That's
So
good. Okay,
I'm good.
so you're good for that.
Yeah.
So the other thing that's happening right now, I mean, it's in everyone's news feed, is the whole. I'm going off on a whim here for a moment, just because it's going to lean. Nope, because it's going to lean into our hot topic.
Okay.
Because we have this whole like Trump Epstein, did he or didn't he write that weird, creepy birthday card? He did. Okay, like let's just all like be normal and of the like. This is not a huge hoax or conspiracy. This is exactly what happened. Like
there's like whiplash.
It's
like hoax. It's not a hoax.
but it's not a hoax.
I know it's not a hoax.
I mean, like
when you have the leader of the free world telling you we're going to get these things so everybody can see them, and then all of a sudden it's a hoax. I'm like,
it's so wild.
Oh my God.
But the point is of me bringing it up is what's going into our next topic is reading, like the reading for pleasure, but not even just because here's the deal, you guys, is that reading for pleasure has dropped 40%, which over a 20-year span. So it's a long time. And every year it like decreases by 3%. Reading for pleasure, but also reading for knowledge. Like the problem with the world and with this baseball player and with our piece of shit president, the people lie and they also make up fake memes and facts. So people who just take a meme as fact, it's dangerous. Right. And so like there are women out in our country saying, no, that wasn't me, because people are pinning it. They're finding people that look like this woman.
Awesome.
And making it that turn. So we have people coming to their own self-defense being like, I live in Arizona. I wasn't at this game. I know we have the same haircut, but right. And so it just kind of leans into what we're talking about, because our hot topic for today is that, yes, reading for pleasure has dropped 40%. But I also think just reading in general, whether it's for facts.
Well, it's like I ask my kids at the end of every summer, do you still know how to read, kids?
And do they?
Well, they appear to, but their reading, skills, I feel like they get more dull as end of school year, summer goes on, because I'm observing like this whole generation behind us that is part of that statistic.
Well, what they're talking about too, we're talking about long form reading, because we're not talking about short term or like an article. We're talking about books. And the problem is that with this decrease in pleasure for reading or reading for pleasure, is that it is part of the problem is that we're taking away the ability to have a longer attention span because we're on our phones watching these short form videos. And before we dive in any further into that, I just want to say, and I may have shared this on our most recent podcast, but when we went to New York City, I saw so many people with literal books in their hands. And it was, and also, by the way, New Yorkers love, and if you're listening in from New York, please let me know your thoughts. They love tote bags. Man, women, boy, girl, everyone has a little canvas tote bag. Just a regular, I mean, it's either whether it was a giveaway or it has a little saying on it.
What do we got? Did you go into
a lot of them have books in it.
Totes? Okay.
No, but everyone, it's wild. I've never seen such a big population of people all wearing tote bags, little square totes.
And like that kind of surprises me too, just because they're not like the chicest thing, and New York kind of
simple. I think it's kind of like simple. Okay. It's just like a simple, easy access. But again, when we took the train, people like sitting down and grabbing books. And I haven't seen that. In fact, I was at the coffee shop. I go to La Colombe, and I had my Kindle, and the young kid that made my coffee, he's like, oh my God, I can't wait to tell my manager. I may have told the story, because I can't wait to tell my manager at our meetup meeting later that you were in line with your e-reader. I'm like, why? He goes, no one has books with them now. Like I never see anyone reading. And I'm like, really? I've been in an elevator before. I was in an elevator once and I pulled out my book because, as wherever I can sneak a page in or two. And a kid said to me, he goes, "Wow, you just don't see those anymore."
Yeah.
And I was like,
What's that?
"What?" Books. He goes, "You don't see people pull out books anymore."
But I do feel like this is, this conversation, this like movement to kind of inspire reading again and make it more of a norm or like a popular pastime. I'm seeing like different organizations, even bars, like hosting like
Yes, book
meet
clubs.
and reads,
Yes.
like where you can come and like hang out and bring your book
Yep.
and read for like a half an hour or an hour. And then there's like the post read session where you kind of just sit around and like share your book with
Discuss.
so and so. And that's like my
I
favorite
love
part
that.
about reading is
Yeah.
talking to people that care. Otherwise, I'm talking to somebody and they're like, "Be quiet. I don't give a shit what you're reading
About your
right now."
book? No, but here's the good news. And we're going to talk more about that too, like how you can amp up ways to read more. But let's talk about the whys real quick. The
Okay.
why is reading, right? Why has reading gone down? One of them is digital media saturation, that we are so much more prone to pick up our phone out of boredom than
And
a
then
book.
we're addicted.
Yeah. And then you're
And it's
addicted. The
designed to keep
addiction is there.
control. It's hard. I feel the pull when I'm screwing around on
Same.
my phone and I have the book that obsessed with. I have to have a conversation with myself. If you have 2 minutes, put it down.
I throw
pick
my
up the book.
phone. I throw it on the other side of the room or the book or in the bed or the couch and get it out of my way. Less leisure time due to socioeconomic pressures. So as Americans, we are finding that we have less time to relax.
Because we're driving across the
Hustle.
country to watch youth sports or because we're working our D's off to pay the bills.
Yep. Mom
Yeah.
and dad are both working, or any relaxing time is youth sports
Or maybe
time.
you're caring for your family and your elder parent.
Yeah, our hands are full.
Yeah.
Hands are full.
Overflowing.
Inequalities in access and participation. So lower income communities have less access to just whether they're having access or in the know of their library system, what have you. Motivational shifts. People are choosing other forms of content now to consume. And the last one is intergenerational effects. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that and how generations, like if kids are not seeing their mom and dads read, they might not pick up the hobby as much as they would be maybe prone to because they're not seeing the examples not being set.
Say, monkey see, monkey do. Whatever you model, your kids will mimic.
Exactly.
I'll stay tuned.
Meaning what? If your kids start to read books?
My dad and mom haven't stopped reading. I'm going to actually read too, because right now that's not where we are.
Yeah, but Anthony and I have come on a lake vacation with you guys before, and we often talk about how the Anderson family can sit in quiet and read a book. It's amazing.
It's stunning.
You guys literally kind of stop what you're doing. And I think Luna was like a little baby. I came down and it was really quiet. And you guys were all just reading.
And it's like literally, I felt like I put my phone in my hand and I plugged into like a relaxation station. And everybody
it's really lovely.
Just shared in their calm moment.
Do you guys discuss your books afterward?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so you guys are sharing. So you guys basically have a book club where everyone's reading different books and then you talk about what books you're reading.
Yes. Like I can tell you that like Ryan's dad, he and I don't share the same interest in genre. So I'll mess with him a little bit about like, so what book are we on here? But Sexy Jan, and then Ryan's aunt Carla and we all will share what we're reading. And then oftentimes somebody will, because we're powering through them, power reading.
Oh, you'll share.
Someone will be like, was that good? Yes, it was. And they'll read that.
That's awesome. Like that just gave me the bubbles of excitement.
We literally, our vacation should be called a reading retreat.
It basically is.
Now when my friends ask the kids, Will and Mia, how was your vacation? They're like, everyone's reading.
You'd think by now they would catch on. Maybe like in a year or two, they'll start diving in.
I hope.
Maybe.
I literally lose sleep about it at night.
I mean, shout out to our dad because we've shared this before. Anytime our dad wasn't either at a sporting event or working, he could be found reading.
That's literally what his hobby was.
Yeah. And I think that I think I seeing him so immersed in his books, I was like, well, what the fuck is he reading? Not that I wanted to read his books, but I saw the intrigue of being like kind of like overtaken by a story that I would get from just watching him read.
I also loved that he dove into a topic. Like I've said for my entire life that he could have taught a Chicago history class
Oh yeah,
at the
because
college
he's
level
so well read in
because
Chicago, because
he
Chicago history,
probably has a grasp on the history from politics to massive events,
business, all the
all of
things.
the
Yeah,
things. I mean, that would have been a heck of a
super
course.
cool. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of how I got into it. Now, a question for you: do you give up a book if you hate it?
I have, because this is my new thing. It's like, why is it so easy? I don't beat myself if I start a Netflix and I'm like, this blows.
Oh,
Like,
and I'll
for
quit after
example,
5 minutes.
Hunting Wives.
Yeah.
Yeah, I quit that one when I was
Why?
watching that. I
People
was like,
loved it.
I'm like, Mia, let's hang out and watch a show. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm watching porn with my 16-year
Wait, why
old.
was it? Because do the wives like do they start hooking up with one another? Is that what happens? Or is it all
Yes,
swinging?
there's like swinging. There's like
Okay.
a lot of like, there's a lot of
So you
sex.
quit it.
So I quit that and I didn't think twice about it. But my point is back to books. I'm like, no, I'm not feeling this, and this feels hard. This doesn't feel fun, or
So
I'm
then
not.
you move on.
So I'm like, beat it.
Beat it.
But I
Okay.
always have something on the ready
Always.
to fill
My
the void.
TBR to be read pile is never ending.
Never ending.
I have that disease and I don't know what it's called, but there's a name about
Bibliophilia.
yeah, but like you collect books and you don't
Yeah.
read all of them.
Bibliophilia. Yeah, where
Think
you're
so.
like a collector.
Yeah.
Same.
All
Same.
right, let's talk about what reading can do. Like, what is the power of reading? The good thing is that reading can requires deep critical and creative thinking, as well as nurture cognitive patience and sustained concentration. And I feel like the climate that we're living in, we are so taken in different directions. Like we see something over there in these short format videos. Reading can really help kind of harness that skill of paying attention to something.
And that's why I think that it's so important to not force yourself or feel guilty
Yeah.
to have to finish something, because that's going to make you like honing that focus skill harder.
Mhm.
You really want to like lean into finding something that you can't put down,
Totally.
because that's going to like flex that reading muscle, that focus ability.
Well, I wanted to ask you because
Yeah.
you've been really open about like is it ADD or ADHD?
ADHD.
So how does that work for someone who has ADHD, but you can like,
Well,
like go through books?
Well, that's the hyper focus.
Okay.
Like that's the
That's kind of like the
superpower.
superpower.
That's the
I need
ADD
that.
superpower, which is like the dopamine is just pouring
Pumping.
out, and it's just like
Oh, wow.
you can't stop
Yeah.
because you're so into it.
Wow. Okay.
But
So that's kind of lovely.
So that happens with a book
Okay.
or like a topic.
Yeah.
Like remember 2 months ago, I was going to become a
What were
human
you-
design expert.
Yeah,
Yep.
Michelle wanted
Yep.
to switch
Change
gears, everyone.
businesses.
She wanted to
Change.
go from cozy conversation, slow down, care less,
Yep.
do nothing to
To
human
you're a
design.
generator.
And I'm like,
You're
what
a
the fuck? And
projector.
sometimes I'm like, okay, Michelle. And then I'll kind of give you 24 hours.
Yep. You know me.
And then you'll be like, hey,
Yeah.
I've changed my mind.
Yep, the dopamine has stopped.
And I'm guilty as charged. So my guilty thing is like, I think I'm like more like business starting. Like I want to
you
just
definitely
I lean into
you get
I lean
excited
into
about
it.
things.
Yeah, too. I
Yep.
totally do.
Yep, we all
But that
do.
one came out of
But
nowhere.
sometimes it annoys you because my ability to like really, because my personality really thrives on what I'm interested in.
Yes.
And if I'm not interested in, it's hard to do that job or read that book or finish that task. So it really does, back to books, find something that you just can't take your eyes off of. And maybe it is some form of a thorn or a romance. I don't know.
I actually lost track of what
Where
you
are
were
we?
talking about
What
because
planet are we on?
I was looking off camera. No one could see Anthony, my husband, nodding at
He
Michelle.
agrees? Or
Because
he's got
he's got ADHD as well.
So you know.
men and women are both afflicted. We have
So you
another crew member here. Kurt, do you have ADHD too? We're just taking a raise of hands.
Doesn't. My question is, who doesn't?
Who doesn't have ADHD? Okay, other things real quick that why reading is important. And this is one of the most important ones in my opinion, is that reading about other worlds, histories, cultures
Yes.
can help foster
Yes.
and develop compassion and empathy. And I
Yes.
think that that is the scariest part for me of this decline of reading, for whether you want to call it for pleasure or for education, is that we are losing the ability to understand
what
what other
people have
people,
walked through, lived, and
yes.
experienced.
And if we lose that ability to do that, we are really losing a lot of our humanity, in my opinion.
Now,
So
like,
that worries me.
and that's one of the things that keeps me up at night. I will say that depending on what lane you're hanging, where the algorithm is delivering on your phone, you're still may be seeing things that you would never have seen before
Totally.
or never considered, but I would agree that, I mean, books is the, like, for me, it's like the number one empathy teacher.
Yeah, it really is. And lastly, leisure reading can be cognitively strengthening, which is they say it's a workout. It's like lifting weights, biceps for your brain, and it's helpful for relaxation and stress reduction. Now, moving right along, I have a new acronym and it's called MERCA, Make Reading Cool Again.
Oh, you're good with that one? I've tried to come up with so many acronyms with making
Makes
something again, and you have just
I think
missiled those.
well, because some of yours, wait, what was it? You did one. I was like, that's a little too MAGA. I can't go there.
What was it?
It was like, it was
no,
so, what
it
was it?
so bad.
It
Hang on.
was so bad. If it comes to you, just interrupt throughout. Just let me know. But I think MERCA is a good one. Make reading cool again. And here's a few ways that you can do that. Quit a book if you don't like it. Just keep reading. Okay. Just keep trying. Think about, I love this tip. Think about the movies and the TV you consume, or even what you like to see on Instagram, on your phone, and see what books are in alignment with that. Like, I'm obsessed with true crime, obviously. I will obviously pick up a book in that genre. If you like smutty things, find a smutty book. Join or start a book club. Maybe make it thematic, like make it a theme, whatever it might be, or just raw dog and pick a book for everyone to read. And the other one is to read in front of your kids.
Yep.
These professionals and researchers cannot stress enough the impact that watching, not only read in front of your kids, if you've got little kids, read to your kids, have books around, just make it part of your home so that maybe they too will pick up the hobby of reading.
And I feel like even, like having my teenagers and trying to inspire reading, but also trying to like convey messages and share information and inspire. Like just a few days ago, I was reading aloud to my teen from a book that I thought might contribute to their better understanding how their brain works.
Oh,
I was actually
interesting.
reading from Mel Robbins' Let Them.
Okay, and
Because
did it
most
resonate?
16-year-olds are really like, they care a lot what other people think, and there's a lot of that going on. No, has it resonated yet? No, because we haven't gotten very far into this. We need to really like focus, flex that muscle, and kind of just beat it in. But I mean, I don't think you can be too. Anybody can be read to.
You think anybody can?
My point is little kids, teenagers.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Ailing
Older
parents,
adults, exactly.
100%.
And I will say one of my favorite things is finishing a book, ticking it off in my Goodreads, and then the hunt for the next book for me is like a wild goose chase. I'm reading reviews, I'm looking on Book Talk, I'm seeing who's reading what, and then that gives me a lot of life as well. So even just the act of finding your next book is so
it's exciting.
fun.
And then when it comes through the library app for me, like when it's like, you've got mail, but it's like,
I love it.
You've got your books are in. I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to do library.
Which is why we love sharing about what we're reading with our listeners, is because it's something that we find, it's a pillar of our cozy conversations with the Sister Project. So I'm hoping that this little segment inspires someone who maybe hasn't picked up a book in a while to go fucking pick up a book. So speaking of, I want to share what I'm reading. I just started it. It's giving me the vibes I'm looking for. So it's called The Invited. It's by Jennifer McMahon.
How'd you hear about this?
I think this was a Book Talk. That's a great question.
Did you judge it by its cover?
I love the cover, by the way. Have you seen it?
No.
It looks like a spooky haunted house. It's like an A-frame and
Okay.
there's a window and it just says The Invited.
Okay.
And the beginning opens up and they're accusing a woman of being a witch. Hello?
Yeah,
You know,
right up
she
her
gets
alley.
hung on a
Yeah.
tree or something. Her daughter is hiding in the bog somewhere. And then basically a new couple, modern day, comes and moves in on this land. And it's basically a haunted land and it's giving me the fall vibes. And I will probably be done in the next 2 recordings and I will report back.
Well, and that's the thing that I love about you is you've always leaned into the seasons with books and
Always.
movies. Not that
Yeah.
I never did
It's
that.
part of
except for
it's
Christmas.
yeah, no, it's like I will then for Christmas I will move into like my
Yeah,
Christmas
you're
books.
you're like
Santa
cute
suit, Santa suit.
Oh
So
my
cheesy. Here
god.
we come.
Oh my god.
People love
I
that
know.
one. Okay, so you guys, we are moving on to one of our next hot topics. Buckle up if you've watched it. It's so wild. Michelle tried to get me to watch the new Amanda Knox,
Yeah.
like made for TV series. And listen, I know the story so well. I've seen the documentaries. I'm kind of over, and
Fair
I'm not no hate, just
Yeah.
I've heard the story. I'm kind of that one's done for me. But when it came to Unknown Number, the high school catfish on Netflix, I think I saw on TikTok people are the responses. People were video recording their loved ones watching and finding out who the catfish
I
was.
mean,
And that is when I knew that we had to watch it. So let's break down
go ahead.
Unknown Number real quick. So
Take
this
it away.
documentary follows young girl in Beale City, Michigan. Her name's Lauren. That's Lauryn, Lakari, and her former boyfriend Owen, who at the age of 13 became targets of relentless harassment from an anonymous phone number. And I'm talking
It was
thousands. I think
stalking.
they said
It was-
18,000.
Wasn't it called like digital stalking or
Yes,
something?
it was stalking,
It was
harassment.
horrific.
It was all of the above. And as the authorities dug deeper into the months-long ordeal, they uncovered a secret that challenged everything they originally believed about the case. And let's just say,
Spoiler alert.
yeah, well, you guys be ready. Like you guys were going to tell you who it was. After about 45 minutes of watching the text messages that came in, Michelle, do you have some examples of so basically this girl, Lauren, is being harassed by an unknown number and being horrendously bullied about her looks, her sex life with her boyfriend.
Dirty, skanky whore.
Yeah, you're
This
dirty,
person
skanky
is
whore.
skanky
Go
whore.
off
Go
yourself.
kill yourself.
That is where, when I found out who was doing this, I was like, that's all of it's unforgivable. That woman should never, it was the mom. It was Lauren's
the girl's mom.
It was the mom. Oh yeah, spoiler alert. We're telling everybody.
It was the girl's mom.
Oh yeah, no, we're talking about it. The girl's mom, who I hate to be this person because I don't like to make fun of anyone's looks, but the people on TikTok are taping their noses up.
Just have a little bit of an up nose.
Didn't you watch it?
Yeah, but I didn't know it because I hyper focus on one kind of nose, the dick nose. So this one didn't really catch me. I was more taken aback by the fact that this lady was telling her daughter to kill herself.
Wild. And what goes on is that this woman comes clean, or they figure, actually, the FBI and like forensic technology phone people got involved, and they're like, something weird's happening.
I tell you what, she did quite a job keeping them on a chase because it took them a long time.
The best TikToks are the ones where they're like, bye, honey, I'll see you later. I love you. Mwah, 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 kisses. You're a fucking skanky hoe. I hate you. And that's how Lauren would leave. And the mom would go wild bananas, harassing her own daughter.
I mean, harassing her daughter, lying to her husband,
you guys,
total sociopath.
Yeah, and other students were the target of blame. Was she doing this to herself at one point? The authorities in the school system were wondering, like, if Lauren was sending these messages to herself for attention.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a different phone.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna get a burner phone.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they would the harasser mom would talk about what she's wearing. I mean, they were being in the same setting. How they did not realize, though, that it was not the mom or someone very close to her circle is a little mind-boggling to me.
Small town police there didn't have.
I mean, red flag. Like, put me on the case. I would have been like, lady, yeah, TikTok, it's game over. I got you. So weird. But then she was sad because, from just another point of view, is that she blamed her trauma of being a rape victim at 17. And I wonder, like, is this something that happens to unresolved trauma when something happens to you? The best way, let's backtrack a moment where she said, she said, this is the funniest part, where she said that she didn't send the first two original harassing text messages to the daughter. That was someone else. But then that stopped. So she was like, I kind of just picked up where they left off. I'm like,
ran with it.
You were such a liar.
That was her from the beginning,
Yes.
and she's insane.
Yeah. And I think what a lot of this had to do with, and they called it this, and I've never heard this term before, but Munchausen, which we know, like digital Munchausen,
totally.
where it was like, let's keep abusing digital Munchausen by proxy, which means that someone is inflicting this sickness or this torture on another person.
Else.
Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah. So
Thanks,
mom, I think, saw her daughter getting older, was in a relationship with a boy, and it twisted her up.
Yeah.
So this was her way of keeping her daughter close, always needing her mom. That's another thing. Lauren would come home, mom would console her. Lauren would go to bed, and then mom would send fucked up text messages.
I was curious to see how this thing would end with the girl and her mom, because when it first happened, as you're watching her with the police learn that her mom was the one that's been sending these messages.
Yeah.
I was, she was in shock. Like, you could tell, like, she was just like
the daughter.
She was just like,
so sad.
It was very sad.
It was very sad.
And then I'm like, okay. Then right after that, she's talking about how she still loves her mom. And, I get it. It's your mom. Even if she is an insane fucking psychopath.
I don't know. There's got to be a line that needs to be drawn.
I think that the end played them not really having a relationship.
She lives with her father now.
Thank God.
Yeah, thank God.
Safe house. Hashtag safe house. Thanks, Dad. Poor guy.
I know. He didn't realize that the mom wasn't working anymore. It was bananas.
But she was a real savvy tech. It made sense though. Like, she had a tech background. She knew her way around.
Oh yeah, she did have a tech background.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot. There's so much to think about and unpack here, because I always, when she shared that she had been a victim of rape, then I go down this like mental rabbit hole of course she was the victim of something, and it probably wasn't treated, or she didn't speak up, or we just live in a society where that just kind of gets brushed aside, and then who the fuck knows will come out from that years after. And I'm not giving her excuses. This is wildly insane.
It bothers me,
and malicious,
the damage that she inflicted on her child.
Yeah, because now that trauma has just been passed on.
Yeah,
has been passed on. So if you are a junkie for like these true crime docs, I 100% think you should watch it.
This one of the things that you recommend, and sometimes I'm like, why don't you go kill yourself? I'm not watching. I recommend.
Michelle and her doozies. I will not do such things. I will continue to recommend. Like, I will tell you what.
Play along with
listen,
this
I will tell you one that will not make you watch.
Texting, torturing.
No, it's so insane. But I will not make you watch, and I will be watching it. And it's going to be so intense, and I don't even know if I can handle it. The same creators that I think did the Menendez, it's called like Monsters.
That was a lot.
Well, the next one that's coming out is going to be a doozy.
Oh, it was the creators of American Horror Story.
Do you have a name? What's his name?
The bald guy.
Yeah. Ryan Murphy.
Thank you.
I always count on behind the scenes for this. Thank you. Yeah, same. It's like information. Someone do some looking up.
Finally, not all the pressure's on me.
It's Ed Gein. Do you know who he is?
No.
He's a horrible human being from like probably the 50s. He's basically what they say is like a combination of Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Silence of the Lambs, weaved together.
Yeah, no, not going to be watching.
I'm going to tell you something so gross.
What?
Because I read up on these people.
What?
When the authorities came to check his property,
I thought you were going to say prostate for a second.
Maybe that's what they should have done. I don't know. Anyways, but when they came to check his property, I think he had like a barn in the back of his house, and they had. Well, first of all, he was making human lampshades. Like, this guy was
with skin. Oh my God, how creative!
Here's upholstery.
What a creative way to upcycle your victims.
I hate you.
Think out of the box.
That's thinking out of the box. Stretching it, probably like, what do they do? They like leather it. What do they tan it? They tan it.
And they hide the stretch.
They basically did that.
Like,
we have a Renaissance man on staff today, and he is a jack of all trades, and he knows how to make damn good chicken broth
and now lampshades
and some hide. Okay, so They get into the barn, and when they open the barn door,
Any leg lamps?
no, what's a leg lamp?
The leg lamps.
Oh, from the movie Christmas Story.
That would have been
Oh,
good though. Another
gross. Decomposition. Anyways, okay, so decomposing. Anyways, back to what the authorities found. They open up the barn door.
Yep.
And what they find, what they think they are looking at is a dressed deer.
Oh.
A deer. That's now what's called when you like cut a deer open, you dress it, right?
Yep, we got a head nod.
Yeah, I know a little bit about that. I don't know. I just speak from the story.
I should
it
know
was
about
a
that.
dressed human. It was a person hanging. They thought it was a deer, and because it was. That's my point, is that I don't know if I can even handle. This is where I do draw. So I'm telling you this. Because I have a line that that can be drawn, like in Monsters with the Menendez brothers. Why am I laughing? But like the intensity of the gunshots, I'm like, this is too much.
Yeah,
like this is too much for me.
Time to go up and suck our thumb.
Yeah, like that actually.
Nighty night.
That was a little too much for me. So I will tell you, I will not force that one upon you.
He is gruesome. Like, I like this lane that he's going in. The
Do
maker
you?
of this. I do. I think it's like a cool artsy way
Wow,
to show.
I'm shocked by that. Yeah. It kind of goes into the mind of the cuckoos.
This one, you know what though? I'm going to say this. You've piqued my interest.
Really?
Well, you had me at lampshade.
Michelle. Hold on. I want to see who's playing, because there's the guy that's playing him. Say it again. Oh my God, Aunt Jackie's in it.
Oh my God, Charlie is...
You guys, he's super cute, but he plays Ed Gein.
Okay.
Now, real quick note, Aunt Jackie from Roseanne is in Roseanne.
Skane.
Roseanne. Aunt Jackie, just so you guys know, my nomenclature around the Anderson home
Aunt Jackie's
is
here.
Aunt Jackie.
Aunt Jackie's
especially pre-Luna, because I would just roll up.
Hang on, and then Aunt Jackie's here.
And we would joke that Anthony's not Booker.
Yeah.
Because, okay, no more jokes on that. If you know the show, you know the show. Okay, so we might be watching this then. October 13th, I think it comes out. Okay, listeners, stay tuned. We'll see if Michelle can muscle her way through. We'll see if I can. Michelle, are you listening to anything right now or no? No listening. Listening for this podcast.
I'm reading and listening, but
nothing for this one.
Good.
All right. So with that being said, housekeeping. Zanies, you guys get your tickets now. We are going live on October 4th, Dead Mom's birthday.
Yep.
I said
B-day
jokingly,
party.
you say B-day
party.
And there's going to be actually a couple other people are going for their birthdays that day, which is so exciting. I jokingly said on Instagram, we'll sing happy birthday to our dead mom. And I said, LOL, that would be weird. Never mind. But my friend and our dear listener, Rosie.
What did she say?
I think we should sing to your dead mom.
Or maybe we could like pop some poppers or something.
You know what poppers are? Speaking of?
I do.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know. I was wondering if you knew.
I do.
How do you know what poppers are?
Loosen the butthole?
Yeah.
We've talked about it before.
Well, yeah,
you taught me about
I've never
poppers.
used poppers before.
Oh.
But they sound fun.
Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome. So at Zanies, October 4th, the link to buy a ticket is in our show notes. Find it there. Grab some tickets. Bridget McGuire, local comedian, NYC-based comedian now, and our former 50th place neighbor.
Yeah.
She will be opening our show. She's big time. Yep, amazing. She also raises a lot of awareness for OCD. So again, doing good things and making people laugh.
Yep.
Michelle, what is
if we don't laugh,
we cry.
Mm-hmm. Do that.
No, but we do. We do.
We're taking it. I'm going to take a right turn. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going from leg lamps and zanies to simple joys. Pleasures. All right, guys, ready? Simple joy this weekend. Lauren, my simple joy was gathering with my besties, my mushroom tribe, to shower our friend and her upcoming nuptials. She's getting married in November.
How
and
exciting.
So we threw down for her. And
you guys had a busy weekend.
We did. But you know what? For me, it was perfectly easy because I never woke up. I didn't have one sip of alcohol. But yeah, it was a full circle moment to do this for her because she's been there for all of us and we've been.
It's nice to give back there a little bit. Did you guys shed tears this weekend, or was it all laughs? She did. Because she was still filled with love.
She felt the love. She cried. It was fun to have some of our daughters were there too.
Yeah, I saw that.
So that was sweet.
Are you standing up in the wedding, or is she?
No, but we're doing something super cool.
What?
We are not standing up. We are not bridesmaids. We are not a formal part of the party. But she wants us to get dressed with her when
I love that.
Gets dressed.
To get ready.
So we're going to just be there
for support,
with our
for fun,
support hose and
support. Yeah, support hose
Yeah.
and support.
Yeah.
You're her support hose,
We're her
basically.
support hose.
I think you should use that.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
It's really
We're not
yeah.
bridesmaids.
No, we're support hose.
Support hose.
Wearing support hose.
Wearing full support.
They go all the way up.
And they cause gas.
Yeah, they do. They do a
Every
lot.
time I wear one of those, I don't feel right.
By the middle of the evening, I regret having it because I'm like going to the bathroom. I got to shimmy it off, and then I've got to jump to put it back on.
And sometimes,
like,
your
what's the
grip
fucking
strength
point?
isn't where you want it that
It
day.
slips.
It's hard to get a grasp
Yeah.
to yank it, and sometimes it almost feels like you need somebody with like a shoehorn.
But also,
to help
but also the other problem is I don't need to flatten down my rib cage. It's just my fupa. Like it doesn't need to go up.
I know, but then where is the muffin going to go? Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, it flattens out the
we
hole.
We need to bring it to the underbelt, the
I think
underbreast.
I'm done. I think I'm done.
I'm
just
done.
deal
I'm
with
burning
it.
it.
My
I'm throwing it in
fupa
the
is
fire.
here. Long live the fupa.
I had twins.
Right?
Go fuck yourself.
My simple pleasure was yesterday. Luna and I, on a whim, went to, she's obsessed with dinosaurs.
Oh.
And so we went to the Field Museum to go and see.
Has she been there yet?
Yeah, but she was,
she's young,
she had a breakdown that day because it was just, like it's harder when they're like 18 months. It's not as fun.
Mm-hmm.
She's now 3. And oh my God, the skeletons of the ferocious dinosaurs. Oh, it's so cute. I'm like, you are amazing.
She might like that documentary, that movie.
Well, her babysitter had her watch Jurassic Park. So questionable decision there.
Was she scared?
Not really.
Oh my God.
She did ask if the dinosaurs were going to eat her at one point, like days later. I'm like, oh, maybe she's having a little,
other dinos.
Yeah, just others. But I have to tell you, as a grown ass woman going through the dinosaur section and learning about evolution and the different time periods. And I honestly, when I saw Sue, the T-Rex, like tears filled up. I'm like, it's her, and I keep saying her, but the reason why Sue is named Sue is because the woman, paleontologist, archaeologist.
Discovered her?
Her name was Sue.
Oh, well, you know what? That makes me happy.
Isn't that fucking cool? They actually don't know if Sue was a male or a female. They can't tell. They don't.
Because they're
unlike humans, the woman at the museum was telling me, like with a woman or a human skeletal system,
you can tell by the shape of their hips. Totally.
But with the T-Rex, they couldn't tell. But it is an experience. And like, I need to go one day without Luna so I can read every single thing. Cause a lot of Mom, I got to show you something, but it was such a simple pleasure. And I lied that Luna was not 3 yet. So she could go free.
That is a new low.
No way. To pay almost $60 to enjoy a day at the museum is a low, so I don't care.
Make sure everybody hears that on the airwaves.
You know what? So just lie a little and
laugh a lot. And also one more thing. Well, stay cozy, whips.